What's up guys, Titanium Ninja 74 here, back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my review on Ninjago Prime Empire Episode 5 titled I Am Okino. So before we start this video, I'm just going to say this video will have spoilers on the episode, but if you guys have not seen the episode yet, I will leave a Google Drive link in the description below to where you can watch the episode. So yeah, let's begin with the analysis. So the episode starts off with the opening and title card, and then the story starts off with a new character named Okino training and saying he has been training for this day, and victory is impossible without the proper guide. So anyways, Okino also reveals that he has a guide and the samurai of Terra Karana, and his sole purpose is to lead his master to triumph. So anyways, the first player arrives and Okino introduces himself to the player and starts to explain the challenges of Terra Karana, but then gets interrupted. So then Okino re-explains the challenges, and then the player enters the forest of discontent and summons his sword and starts bragging, but then gets shot by a thorn and dies in response. So then Okino suggests that they should take cover, but the player ignores and gets killed with his thorn again in response. So Okino tries to suggest something to the player, but then the player decides to go around the forest so he won't get shot by a thorn, but then he steps on a thorn and dies and then responds. So Okino tries to suggest something again, but then the player cuts him off and decides to go around the other way, but dies and turns into an orange cube, and then an aerial drone comes in and takes the cube. So then Okino returns with the first player's sword and plants it in the ground and says he will try harder, and then we get a small montage of Okino training. So later, Okino's next master arrives and they go on their journey, and the second player eventually loses all of her lives and gets cubed, so Okino takes her sword back to the starting point and plants it in the ground. So Okino goes back to training, and every time he tries to guide his masters to victory, he fails and they get cubed. So Okino is starting to lose hope after failing his masters every time he guides them, and then another guide and his master arrive and discovers that the guide has been traveling for a long time with his master, and his master has not died several times like Okino's masters. So the guide then tells Okino that he is successful at helping his master through Prime Empire because of his training and his positive mindset, and then this inspires Okino, so he gets back to his training and waits for his next master. So Okino's next master arrives and seeks Okino's guidance, and they start their journey, and they successfully get past the forest of discontent and the cliffs of Hysteria, and then they arrive at the maze of the Red Dragon, and Okino's master is determined and she goes for the maze, but then gets taken by a giant bird, dies, and then gets cubed. So Okino loses all of his hope and returns to the starting point and plants the last master's sword in the ground and decides that he will no longer lead another master to their doom and puts his sword down. So then the ninja arrive through the portal talking about the League of Jays, and then they meet Okino, who tells the ninja that he was a guide but quit because he failed all of his masters, but then the ninja tell Okino that they would be happy to have Okino as a guide, and the episode ends. So anyways, I Am Okino was a good episode and I did enjoy it, and I thought this episode had a good introduction to Okino, and I'm glad that Okino also got a whole episode where we get to know his story, and I'm honestly liking his character. And I'm also glad that this episode reveals what happens to players once they lose all of their lives, since it wasn't revealed in the previous episode when Kai asked Scott. And I was also glad that this episode introduced us to Terra Karana and what the ninja will have to go through to get past this zone. Though a problem I had with this episode was some of Okino's masters, mainly the first two. The first two were kind of annoying, and all of them ended up losing all of their lives before getting out of the forest, except for the last master. And I kind of liked the last master's character because she actually wanted Okino's help, and she got as far as she got because of that. So anyways, in the next review, I will be going over episode 6, The Glitch, where the ninjas start their journey in Terra Karana. So anyways, yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, please subscribe, please follow me on social media. The links will be in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later.